Is that where the energy is? They want to cancel Thanksgiving?
They're crazy enough, yes. They want to cancel Thanksgiving. They want to cancel Christmas. Look, these communists hate America. They hate capitalism. El Sayed is also an Islamist, as is Mandami. And look, you see the green-red convergence where the communists and the Islamists, they want Sharia law. They hate Jews. They hate Christians. They hate capitalism. They hate America. All of
Ted Cruz is a white supremacist. This is all they have, right? The brown people are destroying your America, MAGA. They're not white. They're not speaking English. They're bringing Sharia law and communism and Marxism and the radical left and the Democrats. That's all they have, right? What did Trump run on? Hey, the brown Somalians, they're eating your pets, the dogs and cats. The dirty brown people from Mexico, they're poisoning the blood of your country. Be afraid. Look at Puerto Rico, that shithole country. Be afraid. Sharia law, ooh. That's what this has always been about. Now, let's look at the person that Ted Cruz voted for. Donald Trump and El Sayed. Which one is a rapist? The white man. Which one is a convicted felon? The white man. Which one sat on his obese fat ass and watched officers get beaten for 3 hours on January 6th? The white man. Which one had sex with a porn star while she was nursing their 2-week-old son? The white man. Which one of them had dinner with a white supremacist in his house? The white man. Who refused to rent to black people? The white man. Who put a white supremacist on Air Force Two that said black pilots may not be qualified? The white man. And who is actively defending men that molested children on Epstein Island? That's right, the white man. Now, let's go one step further, Ted Cruz. Who lynched black people? White men. Segregation, Jim Crow, Trail of Tears, Wounded Knee, Asian internment camps, the Middle Passage, the 3/5 Clause. That's right. Every horrible thing in the history of this country has been a white man. You want to talk about the Catholic Church, who molested children by the hundreds of thousands? White men. January 6th, that shit on Nancy Pelosi's desk and beat officers? White men. Oh, who covered up abusing women in the Baptist Church? Oh, that's right, white men. The vast majority of gun violence, white men. It's almost like it's a trend. It's almost like the brown people aren't the problem. It's the white people. And that's what's happened. Donald Trump ran on white supremacy. And this country is all focused on the midterms. And you should be. But I'm telling you right now, when Donald Trump is gone, you're still going to have the Ted Cruzes around. The white supremacist and the Nazi Stephen Millers that are going to be hanging around, and the Steve Bannons and the MAGA white trash with 6 teeth. And yes, you're fucking white trash. Because if you didn't see a president raping women as a red line, you're a piece of shit. But he promised me cheap eggs. You know why? I'm going to tell you why they voted for Donald Trump. And I'm going to be very clear. 77 million people went to the voting booth and said felonies, rape, sexually assaulting 24 women, insurrection, cheating on every wife, having sex with a porn star, white supremacy, Epstein files. Shit, I don't know. This is really hard. Oh, damn. There's a black woman on the other side. Shit. Well, I have no choice. Ka-chink. That's my guy. That's what this was, y'all. And I'm going to tell you something you're not going to want to hear, and it's true. We would have never gotten Donald Trump if it wasn't for Barack Obama. Now, he's my favorite president. It's not because of who he is. It's because of what he looks like. People like Ted Cruz and his little white trash, Make America White Again base, hillbilly, garbage having sex with their sisters and going to Klan rallies and owning the libs, they couldn't stomach a black man in the White House instead of out in the fields picking their damn cotton. That's why we're here, people. Because we never addressed the Confederacy properly. We might have won the battle, but they won the war. We should have locked them all up and punished them, and we didn't. And they went from a white hood to a red hat. That's all this is. This is the remnants of the Daughters of the Confederacy and the Lost Cause and Ted Cruz. He was probably a descendant of the Confederacy. And he probably has a Confederate flag and a white hood somewhere because God bless America. And you mix in stupidity, right? And you see all these white trash MAGA because you're white trash, right? Look at my flags. Look at my bald eagles. Freedom. I said freedom today. Only patriots love America. Yeehaw! But when you look at the actual history of America, it's pretty fucked up. And it's only been great, and it was only designed to benefit white people. And they don't want to hear it because they're too stupid and wrapped in nationalism to see what this country is. And it's up to people that look like me that are white to say what I'm saying. This country has never been great for everybody except white people. And if you don't like it, don't blame the mirror, blame yourself. And if you don't like what I'm saying, then you can ship your little hillbilly white trash ass back to England. Criticizing America doesn't mean I don't love it. You refuse to criticize America because you're too stupid and stuck in nationalism. You love the flag. I love the country that it represents. I love the people in it. You only love the white people in it. That's the difference. You're not a patriot. You're a white supremacist. And that's what this is about in its very core. And it doesn't matter who wins the midterms. If we keep ignoring the reason that Donald Trump was elected and why he's here, we will never be a great country. We can be. And I'll leave you with this quote because LBJ said it best. This country will vote for the most unqualified, moronic, stupid white man. Hell, give him a black man to look down on and he'll give you his wallet over the most qualified black woman. And that's exactly what happened in 2024. This country, 77 million people, would rather burn Rome to the ground and suffer under a white man than thrive under a black woman. Have a white day.